Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Coming to you with a weekly recap. If you don't know, I do a weekly recap for every week I operate this truck, and the ones that don't, I'll let you know what I'm doing. But I want to talk to you about a week here that I had a couple weeks ago. Really good week. And to go over a little bit, if you're new here, the weekly recap is basically just a breakdown of my week. I talk about the loads I did, why I did them. We talk about the ins and outs, and then we talk about the variable expenses. At the end, you will hear me say, this is the money left to do what I have to do with. That's where you plug in your fixed costs, like your truck payments, your insurance, and your whatnots. And I don't talk about the carrier I'm leased to. I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier. They cover the trailer. And I get that question a lot, do I pay a trailer fee? I do not. It's included in the 20%. And I typically pull a pretty new trailer. So, it's a win-win for me. It's a win-win. So, let's talk about the week at hand here. Now, this week is from, the end of February into the beginning of March. To give you an idea of this is when fuel cost really started to escalate on us about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So you'll see a little bit of that in there, and we'll talk about how you can overcome a little bit of that. I got a game plan for you. So let's talk about the week real quick. This week, Minnesota, you know how I do, Minnesota to New Jersey. And I was sitting at the house. Actually, I was in my underwear cooking some sausage. It's a dangerous move, but I do it anyway because I like to live on the edge. But I was there, cooking some eggs and sausage at the house, and they called me with a load and said, hey, you want to go to Connecticut? And I said, oh, what kind of question is that? Who asks anybody, do you want to go to Connecticut, right? So they said, hey, you want to go to Connecticut? And I said, no, not really. And then they told me the price. And I was like, well, you got me interested. They said, oh, by the way, it's a two-picker, and it's a two-drop in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, and then you final out in Connecticut. I said, Lord have mercy, that better be paying some real money. And they said, yeah, it's paying some real money. So, it is if I go pick it up. $9,300 for that load, $9,300 for that load. Come on, they offered it to me for $9,000, and me being the excellent negotiator I am, I said, how about 95? They came back with 93. We agreed on it, and I only get that rate because I'm an excellent negotiator. I don't get that because I was in the right spot with the right equipment at the right time. That's the key to negotiating in trucking, being at the right spot, at the right time, with the right equipment, and being ready to go. That's the key. Just go ahead and write those 4 things down, and, I remember them because I got 4 fingers, and I go, dish one, and dish one. Just giving you some of my tactics. Sorry. So, anyway, that load was 20,000 pounds, 28 degrees start and stop, had 80 miles of empty move on that, and 1411 on the loaded miles on that, so 1,491 miles total on that load. Excellent load. Wish I could pull one of those out of here every week, especially at 20,000 pounds, because you can get right on across them mountains over there in Pennsylvania. One unfortunate thing about that load, it was spaced very, very tight. I picked that up on a Wednesday. No, excuse me. That was a Monday afternoon pickup, and they wanted it in Connecticut Wednesday morning. They say things can't be done, and I say, I've already done them. You know what I mean? Those things they say can't be done, I've already done. Let me brag on myself for a minute. I'm just kidding. I showed up 5 hours late for that first delivery because the scheduling. I mean, I didn't feel bad about it at all, because here's the thing. I picked the load up at the time it was supposed to be picked up. I drove out my hours at 70 miles an hour. That was the speed limit. I drove out my hours. I took an exact 10-hour break. I got up. I put it in the wind. I drove 650 miles, and then I shut down at the best place that I knew of, closest to the receiver. I got up at a 10-hour break again, put it right in there. I believe that's how that went. So when I showed up 5 hours late, I wasn't mad at myself. I said, I did all I could do. Sometimes they give you an impossible mission and you just do the best you can do with it. Now, here is where it comes in to factor of, you know, doing what I got to do and going above and beyond for people that call me with loads like this. You know what I mean? This ain't on the load board. I didn't go looking for this, you know, like this is, you get loads like this because I've done so many of these, like they know I'm going to give it all it's got. So I show up in New Jersey at the first stop and they say, "Are you going to lump that yourself?" Because our lumpers went home like 3 hours ago. And I'm like, "Hey, we going to do what we got to do. We going to do what we got to do." So I get my butt in there. I lump that load out. I ain't even worried about it because I know my second stop closes at 2 p.m. The broker done called me and said, "Hey, if you can hit that next stop by 2 p.m., oh, I'll be forever grateful." So I lumped that myself. Record time. Let me tell you, Capstone got nothing on me. I can run circles around the Capstone guys in there. Now, given I'm lumping like 3 pallets and they do it all day, so I know there's a pace yourself, but there was no pace for me other than wide open. So the broker gave me $150 on that, above and beyond what I was already getting paid for lumping that, because Capstone had a $90 minimum there, and that also got me to the second stop on time. And when I got to the second stop, well, excuse me, I got to the second stop before they closed, not on time. $250 late fee for showing up late on that one. Ain't my problem. Broker cuts me an EFS for it. We're gone. We're gone. They unload that one. Capstone unloads that one. And then my Connecticut deliveries the next morning. No problem. Called, reserved me a parking spot right next to delivery, like 6 miles away. Went up there, parked, got my break in, and delivered the next morning. All was good. That's how you take care of business. I paid for parking 3 nights on that load, though, and it got expensive. The first night I paid over there in Pennsylvania, I was like, hey, $15 a night, that's no big deal. And then I got up into Connecticut, and I bought me 2 nights in Connecticut for $22 a night. Come on. Oh, that would hurt. That hurt, paying $22 a night for 2 nights. So then, the reason I bought 2 nights in Connecticut is I had a load from the truck stop I went to 6 miles away from the delivery on that Connecticut delivery. Back to that truck stop, I had a pickup that was like 15 miles away the next day. So they said, we can either load you on, what was it they said? We can load you, let me see, that was Thursday. That was a Thursday in Connecticut. I got emptied out Thursday morning. They said, we can load you on Thursday morning for like $2,700. Or they said, you can pick up from the same exact place on a Friday and the load's paying $3,200. So it's like, you can sit and wait a day for an extra $500 and you're not really doing nothing. And most of the time I would have been like, yeah, I might have just took the 500 less. But the thing of it was they delivered on the same day. That's what got me. They were both Monday deliveries. So I was like, well, of course, if you know, it's not going to change the delivery date, I just take the extra 500 and I'll wait. You know, because $500. And honestly, you know, I kind of ran harder than I normally run on running that load from Minnesota out to Connecticut. So I said, hey, we'll take that. We'll take the Friday pickup and we'll just chill. And I'll sleep all day and I'll do an epic live show, which I did from Connecticut. And the problem with that was, here's where the problem starts. They called me Friday morning about 8 o'clock, wake me up. I'm sleeping in because that pickup wasn't supposed to be till like 1 p.m. I'm asleep like a baby at 8 o'clock. They call me and they say, hey, that load's not going today. Ooh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. But I wasn't stressing it, you know, because, you know, like, you know, it's the centurion's faith that wins him divine favor. You know what I mean? So I didn't even stress it. I said, all right, guys, I'm going back to bed. When you find something, call me up. Went right back to bed. Slept like a baby for about another hour. They said, hey, there's a load in Pennsylvania, 193 miles away. That's 27,000 pounds, 33 degrees start and stop. And it's paying $35.50, which is $350 more than you were going to make on that load you were going to pick up today. And it also delivers on it delivered on Sunday. So they said it's going to be a tight one. You're going to have to run it hard, but you can be home a day early and still make even more money than you would if you'd have took the $2,800 load all the way from Connecticut back to Minnesota. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. See how things work out if you don't let it stress you? So I didn't let it stress me. I went and picked my load up in Pennsylvania. Really good customer there in Pennsylvania. I wouldn't mind doing more of these. I don't know how they do them, but that went from Pennsylvania straight back to Minnesota, and 27,000 pounds, 33 degrees start and stop. I had 193 empty miles on that, 1,110 loaded for 1,303 total. Basically 1,300 miles total for $35.50, almost $3 a mile out of there. I was not complaining, because I mean, we was doing like, was it $6 a mile into Connecticut? So $3 back to Minnesota, I'm okay with it. I can make money at these rates. But I like that customer because that was like a 10 p.m. pickup, and I showed up at 1 o'clock, and they told me, you can stay right here. They had nice indoor bathrooms. You know, they were in kind of a populated area. I checked Uber Eats. There was a lot of Uber Eats I could have got. I ended up passing on that, just sleeping even more. So, man, I was well rested when I got back to the house, let me tell you. But two really good loads there. I wish I could do a lot of this out and back like this, because it's phenomenal money. It's phenomenal money. Total revenue for the week, $12,850. Really, it should be $13,000 because I didn't add in that $150 that the broker gave me, but $12,850 is still pretty good. My cut of that, my 80% is $10,200, and I'm gonna say 80. Boy, my writing is horrible. I think that's an 8. But either way, somewhere in that ballpark, like 10,250, 80, something like that. All in miles for the week, 2714 for the week, banger of a week. 273 on the empty miles. That is an 11% deadhead. That's it's a little high on the empty move, but good money. I don't care. I don't worry about it. 2441 total. Excuse me. 2441 loaded miles on that. Sorry, that'll be in the bloopers, I guess. So it was a 6-day week because we got back on Sunday. I love that. Got me a day at the house. And you know, it's like I can go. Normally, I would plan to be out, you know, like another 4 or 5 days at least. So I like that because it gets me home for a day and I can pick it right back up. The Sunday delivery, I wish we could get more Sunday deliveries, because then I can go home on Sunday, leave out on Monday, and still get a night at the house. It's a beautiful thing. Let's talk about the mileage rates on that. 473 all miles. Every single mile this truck turned was $4.73. My 80% on all miles, $3.78. And the loaded mile was $5.26 a loaded mile. All right, let's go over some variable costs here. Fuel is killing us right now. Everybody knows it. Mudflap. Repeat after me, kids. Mudflap. Mudflap. Check out the link in the description down there somewhere below this video. There's a link down there that says the Mudflap download, the Mudflap link. I mean, I got how-to videos. Just if you Google the Mudflap, just put in Mudflap app on Google, my video will come up. Check it out. May not be the first one, you know. Some other people putting them out and getting more views than me. My promo code, I will say this, my promo code offers the best discounts. I called Mudflap just yesterday and verified it. I have the best discounts. So check it out. It will save you some money. I love Mudflap. I finally got a credit card that's like 2% cash back. So, whoa, with these fuel prices, I am like killing it on cash back. Like I said, I'm going to change the name of the channel to Cash Back is King. I think last month I had like $80 or something like that in cash back. But anyway, $14.95 on diesel, $61 on reefer. That reefer fuel's starting to hurt these days with these high fuel prices. $79 in def. I'm tippity top full at the end of that week, though I know that. $13 in scales, $59 in parking. You believe that? So we bring over my $10,280. We subtract the variable cost of those I just gave. That's $1,707 in variable cost. $10,280 minus $1,707 leaves me $8,573, $8,573 left to do what I have to do with. Pretty good week on a 6-day week. I'd take them every week if I could. Can't always get them like that, but boy, wish I could. Wish I could. But that's it for the week, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the like button if you made it this far. And until later, take care of each other. Bye.